Sit down.
Hey, we here.
Yes, sir.
We here, thank God. Hey, y'all have no idea what we just had to endure. I dropped the cap to my water bottle, and I think that's one of the worst things is when it lands face down.
Face down.
And I just think everybody gets
Germs.
upset because of that.
Disease.
You just think everything gets in the cap. But anyway, that wasn't it.
Spidey tried to get us.
Big old Spidey came from behind the wall.
I mean, spiders supposed to be like good for the earth and all that. You know, they eat the insects that bother us. And,
yeah, so they say.
But you know,
soon as it get in your shoe and you go to put your shoe on, and yeah,
that's a brick.
But that's what we had to encounter just now, trying to set this podcast up. So anyway,
nothing stopping us. Man. Let's go.
We gotta start off by thanking God first.
Always.
Thanking Him for giving us another opportunity to go ahead and get on another podcast. I gotta find out what episode we on. It's kind of sad that I don't know off the top of my head. But we getting up there. We almost in them double digits.
This should be episode 8, if I'm not mistaken.
8 or 9. We getting up there.
We did the completion episode 7.
Mm-hmm.
So we should be around 8, 9, maybe 10. I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't know either. My bad.
So we thank God. My name's Coach Will. For those who don't know, I'm the men's varsity head assistant basketball coach here at Concordia Prep, which is located. Thought I forgot. Which is located.
Yeah.
Right down the street from Lock Raven High School. It is literally down the street and around one corner from Lock Raven High School. Yup.
Man, Coach Jay Holly, head men's varsity coach here at Concordia Prep School, man. Again, we thanking God. Just excited to be here. Shout out to everybody who is calling out for the new podcast. Ready to excited.
Yeah.
If Spidey show up, I'm trying to tell you, got a real eye on Spidey.
Lock in, man. We talked to lock in.
Anyway.
Lock in.
Yeah, so that's it, man. That's it. We ready to go.
Hey, we here. Hey, so, I know y'all used to the QOTW. And for those who don't know, that stands for the question of the week. We had to change that, obviously, to the QOTM. And now we got the question of the month.
Yeah.
So today we're going to go ahead and hit y'all with, I thought about this probably like a couple weeks ago. And it was, why do people allow kids to do what they want, even when they know that the kid is in the wrong? I'll say it again, I'll say it slower. Why do kids, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Why do people allow kids to do what they want, even when they know that the kid is in the wrong?
Yeah. I mean, it's 2017.
Right.
I mean, as you all know. But it wasn't always that way. I think what has taken place over time is there has been a change in culture. There has been a change in society. A lot of things are a little bit more, what's the word I'm looking for? Acceptable. There it is. Acceptable. I think what has happened now is the old adage that it takes a village to raise a child. You know,
it's out the window.
Yeah, they kind of threw that out the window to a certain extent. Like, for certain things, people still believe that. But when it comes to discipline, discipline has taken a drastic turn. Right. And not everybody disciplines the same way. Like, you know, it's sort of frowned upon to spank a child nowadays. And, you know, use objects and stuff on a child, you know what I mean? And so what ends up happening now is parents don't even discipline their children the same way, but then it's also frowned upon for you to say something to another child that's not your own.
Right.
You know what I mean? So now it's becomes almost socially acceptable to, well, let them be a kid, or let them grow up, or let them do this. But I know from a teaching standpoint, like, I've learned that if you spare the rod, you spoil the child. You know what I mean? I've learned that, you know, a child growing up, you know what I mean, they're deceitful in their hearts. Like, they don't even know no better. Right. Like, coming out the womb, they this way. So you have to drive it out of them with the rod of correction, as they call it. And that rod don't even always have to be a physical form of something, but it has to be a form of discipline. And so I just believe that, you know, we've we've strayed away from discipline. And then like, not to go too deep, but to throw this out there real fast. The other big piece about that is that, you know, parents nowadays who were once, of course, kids, when they were growing up and being disciplined, they didn't like the way their parents disciplined them. So now they like, I got my own children, I'm gonna do it my way. Right. So like, you become prideful, and believe that, you know, well, since I don't like the way they did it, I'm gonna do it my way. Right. And my way gonna work, and I ain't trying to listen to you, mom, dad. Even though mom, dad done already raised kids and raised your behind, and you turned out pretty good. Now it's like, you know, I'm gonna do it my way, and I'm gonna let them do what they want because you ain't let me do what I want. So it's like resentment builds up, and then all of a sudden, now the parent is not doing it, or the adult isn't doing it because they like, that ain't my kid, let me mind my business, whatever. So that's just my take. I don't know. I ain't trying to talk too much about it, but go ahead. What you got?
Yeah, I think it's the same thing. I actually I came up with that question because I was at the court a few weeks back, and we had an outside practice, not with the prep team, with another team I help assist with. And this kid, we there practicing, you know, it's outside, so other kids can come there and play, you know, shoot around. Right. And we can't tell them to do anything, like, you can't make them leave. So he's there, and he's with a friend of his, and I don't know this kid, and he says some nasty stuff out his mouth. So obviously he definitely was cussing, and then he it was nasty. Sounds cussing like a sailor. Wow. So he only was able to get a few words out, and I heard it, and then I immediately I lit into him. I jumped into him like, hey man, hey, come in. Pulled him to the side because, you know, you got to handle certain situations differently. Right. So I pulled him to the side. Didn't want to embarrass him. Didn't want to make this huge scene. And I asked him, why you cussing like that? And he said, I don't know. So that's a problem in and of itself.
Yeah, that IDK?
Yeah, he don't even know why he's cussing like that.
Yeah. But yet you're cussing.
But yeah, he cussing because he just learned the cuss word, I guess. So he was about 12 or 13. He was in middle school. And I asked him, I said, do you cuss like that around your parents, or do they let you cuss? And he's like, no. I'm like, yeah, so why would you do it here? And to be honest, my honest, I'm gonna be honest with you, with you all. I said, you got to be aware of your surroundings. You got to be vigilant. And it's grown people out here, and it's other kids that your age, and some are even younger. And you saying some nasty stuff out your mouth, man. I said, when you're around your friends and it's just y'all, I said, nobody can control that because an adult's not around. Right. I said, so if that's what y'all do on your own time, I'm not saying that's cool, but that's what you, like, it's just y'all around. So, what I'm getting at is, like, I told him, like, man, you just got to be wary of, like, who you're around and what you're saying out of your mouth. So, what I'm trying to get at is I approached the kid and I said something to him. I didn't hold back. I'm not trying to get on any of the other parents or coaches that were there, but I literally looked at them, hear the same thing I just heard, right? And ain't nobody say anything or nobody did anything. They just stood there like that's normal, and it's not. So like I don't know. I'm not gonna say people are scared, but like you mentioned already, Coach. Like I guess people like, well, it ain't my kid. My kid's not doing that. Well, at the end of the day, I guarantee they are when you're not around. So we can. I think we can fix that by approaching the kids and letting them know, like, that's not cool. You don't do that. Because, like, yeah, I'm a young coach, and Coach Holly is as well. We're a young coaching staff, but I remember being his age, and to be honest, I did. I cussed. But I didn't do it around grown folks. And like if I was aware of my surroundings.
You remember the first time your
parent caught you? Yeah. Yep. And I ran around the table, dinner table, and my mother chased me, and she couldn't catch me, and she got my older quick, speed and agility, and she got my sister to go on the other side, and then they trapped me, and then it was the end of the story. Yeah. But to this day I don't even cuss around my mother. Right. So at the end of the day, like you can't be scared to pull a kid to the side and light into him, or to sit down with the kid and have a talk with him. You just can't. Like they gotta understand that they don't run anything, because a lot of that's the mindset of a lot of kids a lot of teenagers nowadays, they really believe, and they're delusional, because they really believe that they're in control, and they're not.
No humility.
And they're not. So we're gonna finish that off, but we gotta break that. We gotta break that.
That's the horn.
Hey, that's the end of the first. We went in on that one, kinda, I guess. Now we're in the second. We're in the second quarter. That's how fast it flies by.
That's always.
So we usually hit y'all with what we hit them with, Coach? A skill, a fundamental.
Yeah.
We usually hit y'all with the fundamentals.
So
So
we are basketball coaches.
yes, sir. And that's all we talking about is basketball.
No doubt about it.
Relating it to life.
No doubt about
We
it.
thank God.
Fundamentals of Life
We love
podcast.
you,
Love you. Thank you for listening.
Mhm.
Just the fundamentals of life
Yep.
and how it relates to the game of basketball.
That's it. That's it. Hey, so second quarter we here. The fundamental this week is be humble.
Be humble.
Yeah, we had to. You hear the song. Y'all hear the song. So we're gonna break it down and give that definition to you. So if you look it up, humble says not pride. Oh, I'm sorry. It says not proud or arrogant.
Right.
Modest.
Yeah. And I mean, look, in the second quarter of the podcast, man, we go to what we like to call the practice stage. And we talk about practice right before halftime of the podcast. Again, 4 quarters. First quarter was done. Second quarter we in here. And, Coach, you talked about being humble, man.
Yeah.
You gave the definition, not proud or arrogant. But I'm about to go a step further because, again, like, we're biblically taught and we study, man. And, again, we don't force nothing on folks, but we got to be real with you and be honest, man, because these are fundamentals of life. And, there's a Bible verse that says pride comes before the fall. Yeah, it says pride comes before the fall. But you got to hit this like this, though. Listen to how it's set up. It says pride. That's like, okay, the opposite of being humble. Pride comes before the fall. So, like, pride first, then the fall. So, what does that mean? If you're not humble, you are setting yourself up for a fall. Like, your fall is coming. Like, the more prideful you are, the more arrogant you are in a certain situation about things, your fall is coming. So, why is it that being humble is a fundamental? It's a fundamental because those who are humble realize that they're setting themselves up for success by being humble because they realize I still have so much more that I can learn, that I can gain, that I can be taught, that I even can give. Because even humility comes to the fact that I can teach somebody. Like I can be an example to somebody. Yeah. And when I'm prideful, I don't even care about you. Like, I'm so prideful, I'm worried about myself. Yeah. Therefore, I don't even...
Getting somewhere now.
I mean, I'm worried about myself so much, Coach, that I'm not even worried about those around me learning from me. So pride, it's on both spectrums. Being humble is on both spectrums. Because it's not just talking about humble like you weak. See, a lot of people use the word humble as a... what's the word I'm looking for? As it pertains to being weak. We talking humility as it pertains to not preparing yourself to fail. Yeah. Like, being prideful comes before the fall. So, we talking practice right now. When you're prideful over the summer and believe that you don't have to work on your handle, like to believe that you can, because you've been already getting by people.
Or not even a half, just the game period.
If you're not working on your game. You're not in the gym enough. Like, you're not doing any proper work. Or even if you're in the gym, practice mode, and you're not putting in the proper work because you believe, from a pride perspective, Coach, I've already got where, like, I'm already putting up numbers, and I'm already doing this, and I don't need to build my body. That's not a part of the game. Like, you're that prideful, and you don't believe that you can be taught anything. Pride comes before the fall.
You need to change your ways.
Like, we're going to get to the fall. We're not even in the fall yet. We still in pride. We still talking about practice. This is second quarter. We talking about pride right now. Pride eats at us. And so watch this. So we talking be humble, sit down. I think that's what he said in the word. Be humble, sit down, little homie. Be humble. So he said be. You know, if you look up be, it means to exist or live and or to take place or to happen. So guess what? In order for me to know what humility is, I have to be humble. Like, I gotta live out humility. I'm sorry, I had to go here on people. Like being humble has to be a part of my existence. That's what it says. Be humble. Like, that's a part of you.
Yeah.
Humility has to be a part of you. That's something from the inside out you got to work. Humility. Be humble.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I'm saying. We talking about practice right now.
That's all he's saying, and that's all that Kendrick is saying. Like, y'all hear the song. Y'all hear the song.
Okay.
Y'all hear it. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you hear it.
Confirmation
I'm gonna let you hear it. I'm gonna let you hear it.
Be humble. Sit down.
Like, I'm trying to figure this out. Like, so my man, Kendrick said it. Like, we talking about it, but he said it. Be humble. And if you study the joint, my man said it 8 times in the chorus. 8 times. So what he's saying is, he wants you to get it. Like, no, you gotta be humble. Like, that's what this is all about. Like, humility. Be humble. Like, you trying to figure out how am I going to improve, how am I going to get better. You know, I'm struggling in life. Be humble. Mm-hmm. Live it. Exist in humility. Because pride come before the fall. And again, second quarter, we talking pride. Pride come before the fall.
That's it.
Set yourself up for failure, man, without being humble.
That does it. That does it.
That's it. Halftime, man.
We there. We
fly
there.
right by.
Y'all know that's where you make the adjustments at.
That's it.
That's where you make the main adjustments at, man.
And we try and get you to adjust. Like, right now. Like, you're realizing by listening to the podcast, thank you for listening, that you've been prideful.
Yeah.
Like, in areas of your life, you're too proud to ask for help. Like, you're too proud to say, I need help. And so, right now, we're asking you to be humble.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's third quarter. Well, how do I be humble? Well, I mean, look, at the end of the day, man, third quarter, like, he told you how to do it. I'm about to mess you up. Like, he said it. He said, be humble. Sit down. He said, sit down, coach. Be humble. Sit down. Like, in order for you to be humble, you need to take a seat sometimes. Like, your problem is you trying to roll. Like, our problem is, look, so players out here, man, you won't even take a minute to sit down and look at your strengths and weaknesses. You won't even take a minute to sit down.
Huh?
You ain't gonna self-assess. You shout out to ET on the self-assess. You not even gonna take a minute to sit down and watch film of yourself. You don't want to see yourself.
Hey, but you'll watch somebody else.
But you'll study them.
You'll watch somebody.
In fact, you're not really studying.
You're
just watching for entertainment purposes.
What they call it now? Jelly.
Everybody want to do the jelly.
This one kid keeps trying to get me to look at that. I don't even know the kid, and I really don't want to. I'm not fazed by that.
Right.
I'm not fazed by it at all. He tried to tell me the story. I said, you might as well stop.
Right.
Because they studying that trash.
Right.
But they won't self-assess themselves and look at what they need to improve on.
Because I don't know
that blows my mind.
Unless I'm tripping, I don't know how jelly.
No, me neither.
Can improve.
Me neither.
Jelly can improve a peanut butter sandwich. I'm real talk.
All right now.
I'm a little
that's
that
the
was corny.
But
I'm saying
PG stuff.
Hey.
Hey, excuse me from PG County.
Good
I'm
food.
sorry. I threw him off track. Go
It's
ahead.
all
Go
good,
ahead.
Rap. Nah, we saying y'all need to sit down.
That's it.
The best conversations and the best brainstorming sessions that we have here at Prep as coaches now. We talking transparency as coaches.
Yeah.
We sit down. Like, we sit down and we communicate one to another. And if I see something in Coach Will, he's humble enough at that moment to be like, you know what, I need to make that adjustment. And vice versa. Coach, you need to make this adjustment. And I'm like, I'm humble enough because I'm sitting down. And it's funny because sitting down is also a posture. Oh, man. It's a posture of humility. Like, just like being on your knees for prayer or whatever. Yeah. That's a posture of humility.
Yeah.
Standing up and or walking or moving. Like it's funny. Disclaimer. In our practices, when we talk and practice, like we talking to you right now, thanks for listening. We talking to you right now. You have to sit down while we talking. Like, you can't be moving while we talking.
Oh yeah, at the end of games, it's no
movement.
No service.
Like, don't come in the locker room and try to take your shoes off. Like, our players know. You don't do that.
Don't try to untie your shoes. Don't do none of that.
Lock in. Like, when we're in the middle of a drill and the whistle's blown or you hear stop, like, you hear that?
Yeah.
That means stop.
Yeah.
Like, that means cease moving.
Yeah.
Cease all movement at that moment. No ball dribbling.
Nothing.
Sit down. Everybody be humble for a minute because it's learning time. I'm just saying. So
it's time to get coached up.
It's time to get coached up.
But if you can't, and we've had this in the past, we've had players
who can't get that, like who think, like who get upset with that.
Yeah.
Like they try it, like they try to untie the shoe or they try to
And they
keep
know
shooting.
that we're not gonna let it fly.
Yeah, like no,
Why?
we gonna say something. They not our kids, but they our players. We gonna say something.
Definitely.
We gonna say something.
Definitely.
Matter of fact, speaking of the question of the month, like even if we're not in our practice,
right,
we gonna say something to the other kids that come in the gym.
Oh yeah.
Who making noise while we talk?
Yeah.
Like, excuse me. Excuse.
Hey, my man. Excuse me. Can you hold that ball for me, please?
Hold the ball. Like, why do you even have a ball? You're not even on a team, but
Yeah.
okay, hold the ball.
Yeah.
Like when the girls, like, shout out to our ladies, Concordia Prep girls team. They listen to the podcast. When the girls is in the gym, they know. Like, nah, we can't talk. And it's vice versa.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, there's a level of respect and humility comes from learning and understanding respect.
Yep.
I mean, be humble.
Sit down.
But if you don't know how to sit down, you don't know how to do it, sit down. That's it. He told you, be humble. Sit down.
Yeah, I'm helping out with and I didn't plan to. I didn't want to because I'm so locked in here at prep. But I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, it just helped me become a better coach, a better individual, and that'll help prep out. You know what I mean? Because we must better ourselves. So I started helping out with this 12U team, and they're in BNBL right now. And I really was just gonna be on the sideline like a parent, just sitting there watching the game, and my love for the game wouldn't allow me to. I ended up working my way over to the sideline.
Yep.
Next thing you know, I'm drawing up. We running some of the stuff we run here on that team. And
Stat!
yeah, hey, believe it or not, we run that. So you know, like I said, it's helped me become a better coach. But what I'm getting at is everything that we teach here. You don't think I'm gonna take it over there?
No doubt.
You're crazy.
No doubt.
You're crazy because it's good stuff. It's good. You know what I mean? God gave us that as a gift, and we're working in it. So I'm over there. First game, we lost. We lost a lot of games, but the first game we lost. We go in the back. We change. Well, I'm sorry. We go in the back. I told him go in the hall so we can talk.
There it is.
So we can debrief.
Yeah, that's it.
Talk about what just happened.
Sit down.
They all go back there. They start changing. I'm like, okay, let's stop this right now. So everybody lock in real fast to my voice. You don't change or move when you're getting instructions.
It's important.
Stand still. Stop moving.
Valuable information.
Now, like Coach already mentioned, some people want to still test you. They're gonna test the waters.
Yeah.
So you still have the kid he think he's in the background
Right.
and think that the coach can't see him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, there you go. That arrogance, bro. So he's still trying to change. Like, stop moving.
Cease all activity.
Stop moving. Stop, man.
Yeah.
I'm about to take it back to him to the instant willing obedience to
instructions, coach.
Like, stop.
That's it.
Humble yourself. Humble thyself.
Live in humility. Be.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
So, what I'm getting at is I had to go over there and correct that. And it's a lot of other things that we're correcting, but they're starting to get it. And that's just it, man. Like, be humble.
Yeah.
That I'm working with 12-year-olds, and I did it before, but to go back, I'm like, come on, like, it got worse.
Yeah.
They really don't want to be wrong.
Right.
It's okay to be wrong. You're 12.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
You are 12 years old.
Check it out. It's okay to ask for help.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay.
It's okay to ask for help, and it's also okay to mess up.
Wow.
And learn from it.
That's good.
You should learn from
That's
what you
good.
just did wrong.
Because pride will tell you that you're not, like there's no way you're going to fall.
Right.
Remember, like, pride comes before the fall.
Yeah.
But the reason why it comes before it is because when you're in pride, you believe you won't fall.
Right.
So eventually, pride blinds you. Oh, that's a good one. Pride will blind you.
Uh-oh.
And so as you're walking in pride,
Yeah.
you start to take steps that you shouldn't be taking. Next thing you know, you find yourself right at the edge of the cliff, and pride says, I'm good, and you step right off the cliff. Hence, pride comes before the fall. I don't know.
We just talking basketball.
We just talking ball. That's ball right now.
That's it.
That's ball.
That's
right now.
it. But I'm sorry, like, we're about to get off of that, but that it really does amaze me that I'm dealing with 12-year-olds and kids younger and older, and they just really won't sit down and humble themselves.
Wow.
Like, it's okay. I mean, I remember I used to be that way as well, but I learned from my mistakes. I didn't keep allowing the same mistakes to happen. One thing I don't mess with karma.
That's okay.
Now, I like the good karma, but I don't mess with the bad karma.
Right.
If somebody just cut me off, now I used to, I learned from it. Funny story, I'm sorry, guys, share.
Go ahead.
Funny story. So we know I'm not trying to pump myself up. I gotta throw that in there because for some reason people believe that I do try to walk around.
That's
and
a
walk
podcast. Don't believe the hype.
Yeah. Don't believe. Hey, that's another episode. Go listen to it. So I'm in the military, and when I first joined, I was coming back home from Delaware, and I cut somebody. Well, somebody cut me off. Let me tell this right. Well, somebody cut me off, right. And these females, older females, they cut me off, and it seemed like they put their brakes on. So I'm like, okay. So me being me, I got around. I'm sorry. At that time, being me, gross. I sped around them, and I did the exact same thing to them. So next thing you know, I'm looking over to my right. I see somebody that's in the military with me, and they're higher ranked than me, and I'm like, oh, they must want to race. Me being dumb. To come and find out, they were getting my license plate, my tag number, and the next time I went back in there, I got chewed out. I got lit into. So I learned from that mistake, and I don't cut people off anymore because, I gotta understand what I'm representing and like who I'm a representation of.
Wow. So
what I'm getting at by telling that story is I learned from the mistake. I don't do that anymore. Like I don't cut people off. I learned from it. And the funny thing is, they literally, when I went back in, they literally sat me down. Two people that's higher ranked than me. They sat me down.
They told you to sit down.
They told me come in the room. I don't like you to say that.
I feel you,
but the pride comes before the fall. So they told me come in the room, and they definitely did. They said sit down.
Sit down.
And they said, so
I want to talk to you. Sit down.
What were you doing? And I'm like, what do you mean? Because I forgot that fast. I wasn't, Coach, I wasn't even aware of what happened. Like,
that's deep.
I forgot that fast.
Because when you in pride, it blinds you. No awareness.
Yeah. So they saved me from myself, and that's all we really getting at. Like, we trying to save people from themselves.
Yeah.
Humble yourself.
Because we've been there.
Humble yourself.
Like, I thought, like, okay, so I used to think that I was not only going to be, like, a professional athlete, but I used to think, like, that I had it all together. Like, until I realized how much studying it took just to, like, do the simplest things. Like, how much time and effort. And I understood work ethic and things like that. I always had a great work ethic. But, like, understanding that you can still be taught something.
Yeah.
Like, you may be a winner. Like, you may be a champion. Yet you still can be taught something. Like, there's still something to get better at. There's still something to learn. I wasn't somebody who read a lot of books growing up, but I love to now read. Either. I read much more now. And then, and Coach read too. Like, we read more. And it's funny because you have that thirst for knowledge all of a sudden. Yeah. When you become humble.
Yeah, and I wish I had it at the age of 12.
I wish.
And I'm saying it like that because I'm going to make sure these kids listen to it.
No doubt about it, man.
Oh, no my goodness. I wish I was reading at a younger age. But it's fine.
Hold.
And the third, we hit. Final possession.
This is it. Throw your fours up. This is it. Fourth quarter. If you're not ready, get out the game.
Hey, lock in. We need you to focus. Let's go, man. Let's go. Compete.
Possession.
Compete.
Man. That's what we call it.
That's all I asked them 12-year-olds to do, man.
Hey, you know how, look, check this out. Okay, fourth quarter, right?
Yeah.
Final possession, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to my sister, Nene. She got me on this. I just thought about this.
Nene.
This go.
Say no.
This gonna make you laugh. She gonna see you in a little bit. This gonna make you laugh. So you know how it's fourth quarter, y'all. Right. We in the fourth quarter. We talking about be humble. We telling y'all to sit down. Like if you don't know how to be humble, recap, sit down.
Yeah.
But we talking be humble, right? So understand something. Like not everybody plays the same amount of minutes. Let's just be real. Like let's just put that out there. Let's be transparent about it. Not everybody gets the same amount of minutes in a basketball game. Okay? Not everybody's in the same position in life.
Right.
No doubt about it, okay? So check this out. We talking fourth quarter.
Right.
Fundamental of life, fundamental of the game. Be humble.
Yeah.
So, what was that?
Yeah, excuse the noise in the background. That's just the neighbors upstairs moving in.
Yeah. It's big things happening up front. People trying to,
people trying
from
the fifth floor.
That's it.
I'm sorry, I'm Mark.
People trying to live close to prep now because we blowing up. Anyway, people trying to get in at the.
Hey, lock in, man. It's final possession.
Come on, man. Look. So we get to our point, y'all. We just trying to have fun, man. We ain't been here for a while in the podcast, making sure the mics work. So we talking the fact that folks don't play in the fourth quarter. That final possession is for the person who's been putting in practice, who is humble. They've been putting in practice, they've been putting in work, and we can trust them because of the work that they put in. That they can handle that final possession. Everybody can't handle that situation. Though some believe, because they're prideful enough
you getting somewhere.
to believe that they can handle that situation. And then comes their fall in the fourth quarter where they brick the shot. Hold on, check this out.
You gave him the opportunity?
You gave him the opportunity.
Okay.
And in the fourth quarter, they let you down. I know this cat is in the NBA. This dude's in the NBA. He making millions of dollars. He's tough. But I smelt and saw a lot of pride on my man in this year's playoffs. And I'm gonna go here. Again, I ain't hating on my man. He can play. He's an NBA.
Right.
Okay.
He's a professional.
Professional basketball player. But let's be real about this right now. Here we go. The Indiana Pacers played the Cleveland Cavaliers, got swept. Okay, they got swept. Okay, Paul George is a free agent and ready to leave, if I'm not mistaken. He ready to leave. I don't even know about the contract joint, free agent or whatever, but I know he ready to leave. He been talking about trying to go to LA. Long story short, if y'all watch that final game against the Pacers Cavaliers in Indiana, so you got swept on your home floor. Okay. The Pacers lost that game. Paul George got the shot. The final shot. Right?
Yeah.
My man hit the backboard. and didn't hit the rim. Like, Paul George, the best player on the team, and he'll let you know that, not just from his play, but my man PG is in a place, PG-13, he kind of, I smelt pride on him. Because, like, that's every ball player's dream in the final possession. Now, he's hit big shots before. But I feel like at that point in time, there was so much pride on him about, I'm too good for this. I shouldn't be in Indiana any longer. Get better players around me. Now, some of this stuff could be justified. Let's be real. He could be right about certain things. I'm not here to say whether he's right or wrong. What I'm here to say is, pride was so much on him that he fell so hard, because who wouldn't want their best player taking the final shot? But you brick, he bricked it. Like, it was, like, it wasn't even, it was nasty.
Oh,
and then in the press conference, you talking about leaving, and you talking, like, you know, a bunch of stuff about your teammates, and it's just like, pride come before the fall, my man. And I wish him all the best. But I use that example just to show you that how pride comes before the fall, y'all.
Yeah.
Like, he got swept, pulling the brooms out.
Yeah.
And so we said, sit down, man. Sit down, be humble.
That's
now,
it.
we started off by saying a lot of people don't play, right? So the people on the bench during the game, like, this is one thing that we encourage our guys that don't play as many minutes as others. When you're on the bench, you're still in the game. Be involved in the game.
Yeah.
You heard this on
You're not about to just sit there.
You're not about to just sit there.
You're not about to just
twiddle
sit there.
your thumbs, get water and all that stuff.
What we call it, the waterfall?
Down by the water side.
Down by the riverside.
The riverside, water side. It's all, like,
you heard that in the other podcast.
Yeah, it's in the podcast. But we do this thing, like, if you don't know what to do, you're supposed to get hyped in situations of momentum. So you hit the, my sister, we made fun of this joint on the reel, because this is how hype people act. Like, that's the traditional basketball hype joint. You go to any basketball game and you'll see the dudes on the bench. When it's a big play. Like,
shot go up.
Woo. Then you hit it. Dude take a charge. So you gotta have that in your life. Like, you have to be humble enough to not be so concerned about the fact that you're not playing, but be more locked into the moment. Like, that's
being
humble.
Yeah.
That's part of your role.
And you need to humble yourself.
You gotta humble yourself and get that done. Like, if your role is then you gotta do that.
Hey, I just read this. I'm not trying to misquote anything, but I've read it. I'm sorry.
Go ahead,
2 days ago.
Go ahead.
And I think I listened to it. But Martin Luther King, the late Martin Luther King,
no doubt,
he said it was the story about being a street sweeper. You ever hear that one?
Nah.
Enlighten me. Hey, it's deep. It's deep. So I can't quote it word for word, but pretty much he was saying, if that's your calling, then be the best street sweeper you can be.
Okay.
That's pretty much what he said.
Be
so
humble.
If that's what God called you to be and do,
No
then do it.
Nah. Yeah.
But don't just do it just to get by. No, like, be the best street sweeper you can be.
Yeah.
So I read that, and then I looked it up, did some research. Hey, that hit home. Because you gotta humble yourself. Once again, I always wanted to be a coach, but not this early. I wanted to be a coach down the road.
Right.
I thank God that He allowed me to do this right now, or we wouldn't be right here. But I had to humble myself. Oh my goodness. This would be for another podcast, but we got a lot of stories we got to tell, but it just comes down the road. But I had to humble myself, man. On a daily, I had to humble myself.
Yeah, and that is, hey, I'm glad you said that.
Sitting down while doing it.
Every day we have to humble ourselves.
Yeah.
Every day,
it's
man.
a daily thing. It's a daily task. That you gotta do.
To be is to live it out. So we gotta every day be humble.
Yeah.
Like, it's not just humble. He didn't say humble yourself, sit down. No, he said be humble. Which means that that's an everyday thing. Like, because every now and then, for all of us, we gonna wake up and experience pride attacking us.
Whew.
You know what I mean? Like,
you get a promotion.
Oh my God, pride.
Oh my God, we get somewhere. You get a promotion.
Okay, pride.
Or you get placed in the position.
Pride.
Over somebody.
Ooh.
And now you just don't know. You lose your mind.
You don't know how to act.
You lose your mind.
Yeah. You don't even want to listen to nobody no more.
Do not change up.
Yeah.
You don't want to listen to nobody. There you go.
You finally been given a starting position.
There you go. Hey, humble yourself.
Stay humble.
That's it, man.
Be humble.
That's it, man.
Sit down.
That's it, man. Hey, we're in the final possession. I really I said a few things already, but I really got like a couple more things I want to say. And I'll be done. DUNN. And
wait, what?
DUNN. I'll be done. Done. So.
That's that Baltimore thing.
Nah, I know how to spell it. So I read this as well yesterday.
Go ahead.
And I was like, dang, man, God just keep giving me fire.
Okay.
Keep giving us fire to put on this podcast.
Yeah.
So it said, there's a massive difference between having pride and being prideful. Pride says, if I can do it on my own, I will. But when I notice I need help, I'll accept it. Being prideful has a major difference. Prideful people won't ask for help. They would rather suffer and let those around them suffer, which is being selfish, as well. Versus admitting they can't do all things alone.
Wow.
That's the attitude of arrogance and egotism.
Wow.
End quote. So that's a mix of pure trash.
Yeah, garbage.
Trash.
Garbage.
You need to change your ways. If you don't know how to humble yourself, man, and you too prideful, man, you need just change your ways. That's really all I'm getting at. Change your ways. Like, it's okay to mess up. I think that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Well, I believe that because once again, I witness a lot of people that I mentor, coach, or train, or any way that I'm helping them. I witness them mess up, and they act like it's the end of the world.
Yeah, they go crazy.
Yeah, it's this thing. Yeah, it's this one thing that kills me. It grinds my gears. Got that from Family Guy. We gave y'all some of them already during the season. What was it, Coach? I know. What was I Got You was one of them. What was the other one? I Got You was one of them.
You said I know.
I know.
It's like
you don't know. So those the two. That's what I was about to say. That's three. So it's one now that's getting me. It's they mess up and then they throw the hand up. It's either one arm or two arms.
Throw the hands up.
I don't know.
Yeah, true.
But it's not them saying I don't know. It's them
just the body language.
That's the body language that they're displaying at that point in time, and that is killing me.
Yeah.
At this point.
Oh, that's garbage.
In time, like, oh my goodness, I've been seeing it. It's just sticking out to me like a sore thumb.
It's contagious, right?
It's very contagious. And I'm sorry to keep referencing back to this 12-year-old team because it's not about them with this podcast, but I love to talk about it.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
One kid, you know who I'm talking about, shorty. He's gonna hear this because I make him listen to it.
Sit down.
It's contagious. He has the other players on the team doing it now.
Wow.
That's a habit that I promise you they will break.
Wow.
They will break. So when they mess up, I'm like, it's not the end of the world. So what?
Yeah.
You missed the layup.
Yeah. That's when you need somebody to go, yeah,
That's
come on,
it.
we good.
That's it. Like, you got your shot blocked.
Yo.
You fell. Somebody, what they say, they dropped you.
Ooh.
Okay, ooh. It's a part of basketball.
Yeah.
It's NBA players that get dropped.
Oh,
It's NBA players that get dunked on.
I guarantee you someone's getting dropped in these finals. Guarantee it.
And Kyrie will be the one handing that out.
Kyrie or Steph?
No, it'll be Kyrie.
Steph.
It'll be Kyrie.
Or Steph?
Oh, just Kyrie.
I'm
Anyway,
done.
I got you. So yeah, that's just a habit, man. Like what I'm trying to say is it's okay to mess up.
Yeah.
It is okay to mess up. Humble yourself. Learn from that mistake and move on. Survive in advance. Keep praying. That's it.
Man, and it's crazy. Like, you gotta listen. When Coach read what he read, and then he said it. So remember, the reason why the throwing up of the hands has now trickled down into the entire team is because when listen to what was said, prideful people won't ask for help. They would rather suffer. But here's the part that he hit, you gotta pay attention to this part, what he said. And let those around them suffer as well.
And what they hit you with after that, I don't care.
I don't care.
I don't care.
So?
And the only reason they care.
So?
You're only saying that because you're in your
feelings.
You in your
feelings.
Them emotions, boy, they'll
Them
get
feelings,
you.
man.
They'll get you.
Them feelings.
Oh,
I had
that's
to say
tied
it like
to
that.
each other, coach. You stupid.
It all continues because
That
pride
all
is the
tied to each
beginning
other.
of it, man.
Yeah.
And then it just, because it's like a seed, man.
Yeah.
It's a seed, and so now
Yeah.
it's growing into something, and it's gaining other branches, and it's branching out into all this other dark, ugly stuff that's just garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And so you got to get rid of that now. That's why
There you go.
you're being disciplined now. So you got the kid at the court cursing up a storm.
There you go.
But if no one ever holds him accountable,
There you go.
when he becomes 21, if he makes it to 22, by the time he's 25, the boy's mouth is going to be so foul that he will disrespect his woman, and he will disrespect, that lady on the street, and he'll disrespect his boss and his co-workers, and he don't care. And no one will help him before he gets to his fall. Y'all gotta hear what's happening right
And
now.
unfortunately, his life would be full of poverty.
It's unfortunate, but that's how it works.
That's exactly how it works.
That seed turns into a dark, ugly tree with nasty, withered branches. Because all you had to do was be humble. Sit down.
Yeah. Hey, that's it.
Man, that's crazy.
Hey, that's it. Hey, you know we're not going no.
Sub, get that.
Give you an opportunity, you blew it. Let's go. Get out.
Get 'em
Go
out
get
here,
him.
man.
Go get him. Go
That's
get him.
Trash.
Hey, so you know we're not going nowhere without once again thanking God
Always.
for allowing us to do another podcast, allowing those. It seems like we have a dedicated 50 listeners.
Hey, man, appreciate y'all. We really do.
really
do, man.
really
Pass
do.
the word on, too, though. Be humble.
We don't care if it was one person listening. We're thankful that we have more than one, though.
Amen.
Yeah, but thank you, God. We love you. We thank the prep staff. Y'all are amazing.
Prep is in the building.
We're extremely excited for what's about to transpire here and what has been transpiring over the few years that we've been here.
Prep is in the building.
God is working here, man. He's at the top of it all. He is working.
Yeah.
Want to thank my family. I love you all.
I think Spidey on that.
Hey, don't do that. Don't
felt
do
something
that.
on my leg. Go ahead.
Hey, thank my family, Pastor Prentice, Pastor Brown. I thank y'all, Coach Vaughn. Thank you. Taught me a lot, man. Still teaching me a lot. Yeah, man. That's it.
Hey, man, we thanking God, of course. Without him, would be.
What?
I was trying to say would be nothing.
What are you saying right now?
Come on, man. Shout out to the family. Shout out to the C-Prep family. Shout out to my lovely lady as always. And, man, look.
Getting married soon.
Yeah, it's
married
clock's ticking, man.
Don't mind our neighbors in the back if you heard
I told
that.
you, man. Neighbors moving in because we blowing up.
Yeah.
That's the blessing behind it, man. But yeah, before we get out of here, like I said, we just want to thank all of you. Shout out to all the listeners, man. We appreciate y'all.
That's it.
That's it, man.
We love the feedback.
Yeah.
We love the
yeah.
feedback.
Definitely.
We want feedback. Please tell us what we can do better. I know I say a lot, but I also want to say that a lot of people that are in powerful positions do the same thing. And they say a lot. I'm just messing with y'all. But we thank y'all. Please give us feedback. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the video.
Doubt.
Don't forget to share the video.
Get the updates every time we do it, man.
Yeah, and we look forward to for y'all hearing us next month.
Yeah, no doubt.
We out.
Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down. Be humble. Sit down.